Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Kiodiekin. And yes, I am pleased to finally be back and bring you this outstanding review because I'm really excited about this new product that just launched. Actually, it's not out yet, it's in the beta phase. But guys, I want to introduce you guys to the brand new Cronus Zen device. This is the upgraded model to the Cronus Max Plus that I have been talking about. This unit will allow you to connect to your PS4, your Xbox One, your Nintendo Switch, PS3, and Xbox 360, and of course your PC. Now, because this is in a beta stage, I will be testing this and give you guys another review. But today I just wanted to open it up and show you guys exactly what's in the box and what you guys can expect. This device will also allow you to connect it to your Microtech controllers. If you guys have been arcade modding and whatnot, this will allow you to connect to your Arcade One Up, your At Games unit. It also has Bluetooth connectivity. The previous Chronos Max's devices did not have Bluetooth. This is a state of the art device. It blows everything else completely out of the water. This was $79.99. I was so excited. In fact, I ordered it and called the owner right away. I said, "Hey, I really love this product. Tell me a little bit more about it." And he was like, "Well, did you read about it?" I was like, "Heck no." I said, "I've been a Chronos Max fan for many years, so I didn't have to read it. I already know that it's going to be outstanding quality, and I'm just excited to get it. Tell me more about it." So he started telling me a little bit more about the device, and this is a state of art. It's in beta right now, so it should be launching should be launching somewhere around the end of the month, January 30th, 2020. Should retail for about $79. So I'm actually one of the first people within 1,000. I'm actually one of the first 250 people to receive it. So we're gonna open it up today. We're gonna take a look at it. Brand new device. And guys, you guys are gonna be really pleased. This is what I call a future-proof device that will allow you to use all of your other retro controllers, licensed ones that is. Want to make sure I'm careful to say that. It will allow you to do that. It will also allow you to hook it up to your Raspberry Pi, your Odroid, your Raspberry Pi 4. I've done that with all of my previous Chronos Maxes. Again, this is in its beta stage. There are a lot of things that may work. There may be some things broken but that's all going to be fixed. I'm here to help out with the community. But enough with that. Let's go ahead and get into this review and take a look at it. So I think the biggest question is, why does someone need this device? Well, if you guys are into arcade modding, or if you want the simplest and possible way to integrate one device with something else, this is the best and highly recommended device that I would personally go with. You do have other companies out there like X Arcade and I can't think of the name of the other ones, but you do have other companies out there like X Arcade and whatnot that will sell you a series of connectors and adapters to integrate your arcade sticks, your joysticks, your hapsticks, Sanwa sticks and whatnot, joysticks and buttons directly to your Xbox 360, your Xbox One, your PS3, or your PS4. Usually those cables can run about $80 a pop with all the connections and things that you need. And then of course, if you want to use a Xbox 360 or Xbox One, you're going to need a particular adapter every time for every system. This is your all-in-one future-proof device. This is the only device you'll need. It only takes about 5 minutes. Typically with the programming, from my experience working with the previous Chronos Maxes, only takes a 5 minute setup to get everything started. And so if you guys are modding, it will only take you 5 minutes to get set up in that regard. Now, the beauty of this device is if you have a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, or if you have an Xbox 360 or Xbox One, you don't need to buy any more controllers because this device will integrate any type of controller that you have that's USB compliant and of course licensed. Want to make sure I emphasize that because this won't work with unlicensed controllers. But it'll integrate all of your other controllers, and so that way you can use it with your current devices. So, for example, I have about 8 Xbox 360 controllers, and let's say hypothetically, if I want to use it for my PS4, I don't need to go out and buy a bunch of PS4 controllers. I can use my Xbox One or my Xbox 360 controllers. Now, I do need to have one to bypass the decryption for the devices, but you don't need a bunch of controllers for every system. Now, this device retails for $79.99. I believe the beta is over January 30th, but you can hook up your Bluetooth headsets to this device. Obviously, I said this works for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Xbox 360, and your PS3. The other benefit is for you guys who are arcade modding, you don't have to try to assign your buttons directly to how they are on the encoder. You can go directly to the device. It has a programming menu. I'll probably show you guys that in a follow up video. You can do it directly in the software and pick which buttons you guys want to map to the controller. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I was really happy to finally get it today. Shipping only took about 5 days. And of course, you will need a couple of devices if you guys planning on using more than one. Even though this adapter does have 3 USB ports, one for your mouse, one for keyboard, and then of course the one for your recognizable controller. You will need a device for 2 controllers if you guys are using it. All right, you guys can see it is a very small form factor. You have a USB port there. That's where you would hook up your controller to decrypt on the device you want to use. And in the front, you have two USB ports. That is the programming adapter. And the one here on the back is where you would connect it directly to the device for gameplay. Now, there is a button here on the top. That's your Bluetooth sync button here on the left. And it comes with some additional cables. And the blue button on the right, that allows you to scroll through your scripts. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with scripting a lot in the coding, that's where you can type in different codes or daisy chain different combinations if you guys are playing the game. So, for example, if I want to go ahead and bust out a 30 hit combo with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I could go ahead, press a button, and already have it programmed, and it will automatically do the combos for me. So those are just some of the delights that you guys can also have. You also have aim assist if you guys are into Fortnite, auto run, hold sniper, and hold breath. So it allows you to do 2 different commands that may be typically hard to do in another video game. Here we have one of the cables. We have our micro USB adapter. And these are some pretty sturdy cables here. These are the higher quality ones that you would typically find with an Apple iPhone or maybe a Samsung Galaxy. So they won't twist up or turn up or break really easy. And we have another USB cable here. So you pretty much get all the accessories you need. The software is downloadable. I do have to download it as part of the beta. And it's already zip tied and everything. I'm telling you, this is some good quality here. Normally, companies would give you those little black cables that are really thin, and I personally don't recommend those because if the cables are really thin, they also don't provide power. But yeah, these cables I can see is going to last a while. And included here, I want to make sure that I'm not showing you guys any sensitive materials because the download link for my beta is in here. So I just want to be very careful about what I show. But here you have the instruction manual. You see the blue button there on the left. That's the highlighter for the Bluetooth accessory. And of course, you guys can plug in your mouse, your keyboard, steering wheel, and your brakes and whatnot for your racing games. The controller there on the top is to decrypt the device. So if that's your Xbox unit and you're using a PlayStation setup, it will decrypt so the controller can be recognized for the rest of the devices. And then, of course, the port on the back is going directly to the Xbox One that you guys see in the diagram here. So there's some other things you guys can do with the device as far as programming it. And it's also a good device to have if you guys are planning on hooking it up to your PC and maybe doing a few other things. Okay, so now we have our first look at the user interface for the Cronus Zen. And this menu looks really familiar to the Cronus Max Plus. You have your library, you have your compiler system, you have your programmer system here, and you also have your device. Over here on the right, you see 8 slots. I believe that's where you can put your game packs and your scripts. Here we'll just scroll down here. We have, oh, just remember the reason why they're taking so long with the beta is they wanted to make everything backwards compatible. So they're still in the process of trying to compile and back up, make all the original scripts for the Chronos Max Plus backwards compatible with the Zen. So that way, uh, all the scripts that you guys have used in the past will be compatible with this device, and you guys don't have to rehash out anything. And that's actually a smart business move, so that way you don't have to go uh typing up new stuff when it's already been written, and it's the same company. I used another device, and that was actually a hassle trying to find the scripts, and I couldn't use them. But yeah, it was really a big hassle. All right, so here we have some of the scripts that are available with the Zen. There's only about two available. For you guys out there into Battlefield, Forza, Halo, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, you guys have some additional scripts here. You got your scripts for the Wii. And again, all of this is still in this beta stage. We're still testing it. This will also work for your DualShock controller, and it will work for your Wii and your Nintendo Switch. Now, in regards to your output, we're looking at the emulator output protocol. Typically, you can leave this as auto, but what I've seen in the past for myself is if you are using an Xbox One or Xbox 360 or PS4, you do need to select the desired system you are using because sometimes it doesn't pick up. That's from my previous experience with the Chronos Max Plus, but we'll see if I run into that issue with the Chronos Zen. Uh, who knows? I mean, it may not or may be an issue, but I'm sure that's something that's going to look into. Again, we're testing this as a beta. And for you guys out there who are into arcade modding and changing your buttons, this is the user interface I was alluding to earlier where you could go in. I don't have a device plugged in. You would actually see that on the blank spot on your left. But this is, I believe this is the Nintendo Switch I'm actually looking at right now. But this is the setup here. If you guys wanted to go in, take a look at your buttons and see exactly what you can map out. So if I hit a button on my controller deck from my arcade cabinet, you can see what it corresponds to on an actual arcade, or let's say my Xbox One, Xbox 360, or my PS4 controller. So you have complete control over it. You have the ability to fully customize your start button, your guide button, without having to go into the Microtech controllers and your USB connections and figure out exactly what you have on your arcade unit. Now, again, if you are using this for your Xbox One, Xbox 360, and using it on the console, in that regard, then it'll be really easy. You just pick the buttons you want to use. All right, now back to this device. And pretty much, guys, in closing, I really love this device. It's the device of the year, in my opinion. Always look for little gadgets like this that'll make the life a lot easier. And I will try this with my Odroid XU4. I will try this with my Raspberry Pi 3B Plus and also my Raspberry Pi 4. Now, I've been told that it doesn't work, but it will be surprising to see if it does work right out of the box. So, the company hasn't guaranteed that it will work for any of those single board computers or even the Jetson for that matter. So, this is a work in progress. All in all, I love this device and I give it a perfect 10 out of 10, even though we are still in the beta stages. I love the fact that it includes Bluetooth capability, so you can hook up your Nintendo Wii or your Nintendo Switch or your mouse. And there's tons of other features out there, guys, that I did not mention. I'm sure there's probably going to be some other reviews, and I will update you guys. But just use your imagination. Typically, and I say typically, anything that should be USB compatible should be capable of this device as long as it is a licensed controller. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to sign out here. I'm going to do some testing. I'm going to get this thing going and then report back to the community. Please subscribe to my channel. And also, I do have a new hobbies page called Kiodiekin's Hobbies on Facebook. I will post all my other stuff there. You're feel free to post anything about RC cars, fireworks, video games, PC tech mods. Trying to bring the community together in that regard. That's pretty much what my channel is about integration and making your life easier, so you guys can have an easier time enjoying your hobbies and what you guys are into. But with that being said, also consider sharing this video and maybe subscribing or joining my Patreon. I'm definitely growing this channel, and with my Facebook group, I want to grow it to at least 100K by the end of the year or maybe by next year. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Your first look at the Cronus Zen. I'm happy about it. I love it. Really excited about it. And I will catch you guys next time.